Okay, so in the second part of this tutorial, you are back in Photoshop. You can see your layers. Right now you should have three layers total, right? White, the image that you put together, and then the draw here layer where you put your black brush and you kind of outlined everything and filled everything in with black. Once you've gotten to that point, what you're going to do is take the middle layer, hide it, and then this layer, what we're going to be able to do now is we're going to export what's on this layer. So to do that, you are going to click on this layer, and then what we're going to do is we are going to hide the bottom layer as well. So what you should see is just the top layer and the black that you've put in. At this point, when you look closely at this thing, you might notice that there are a few gaps in certain places. If there are any of those gaps, take your brush tool one more time and just fill in those gaps the way I'm doing now. Once you've filled in all of the gaps, what you are going to do is save this file as a PNG file. To do that, so I'm just going to fill these in real quick. All right. Good. I'm holding the space bar to move around a little bit. Okay, good, and good. Okay, back to here. I'm on the top layer, right? I'm ready to export this. I'm going to go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. When the options for this pop up, you're going to tell it where to go, so make sure you put it to the right place. I'm going to put it to my Downloads folder for now, but you can put it to your folder. I'm going to call this, put your name, right? So whatever your name is, if your name is Kevin, you're going to put Kevin, and then you're going to put nameplate, right? And then you're going to hit save. Just give it a moment to do that. I'm going to minimize this now. I'm going to go to my Downloads folder here, right? So I hit the little smiley face on the bottom. The Finder, right? Hit the Finder, open that up, so it's going to open up a folder for you, and then you can go to your Downloads folder, and from there you're going to see the PNG file. Now what we want to do with this PNG file is we want to turn it into an SVG file. What does all this mean? So here we go. Okay, so what is an SVG? An SVG file, scalable vector graphic. Now this scalable vector graphic, SVG, we're going to pull into a 3D program. So what we want to do in Google now is we're going to go convert PNG to SVG. All right, and I'm going to hit this like that. The first one that comes up, Convertio, this one is fine. We're going to click that one. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that, go into Google Classroom now, into your class, and inside your class, I am going to post this to our project, okay? So our project here, edit, and I'm going to post this to it. Let's do a link. Sorry, put that in there. Add that, good. So we're going to first start this in Tinkercad. So the program we're going to be using for this, I'm going to save this now, is a program called Tinkercad. So you can make a brand new tab and type in the word Tinkercad. So the two tabs you have up, you have this site, which is the one I just found by typing in convert PNG to SVG. That was this one. And then the other tab that you need is this one that says Tinkercad, Tinkercad. Once you get there, you are going to have to sign in, okay? When you sign in, use your your Westbury account, and it should be fine. I'll give you an example here. So like this, looks like this when you first get to it. You can just say log in. Once you get there, you can type in that you're a student, and then you can use your Google account like that, and it's gonna log you in, just like that, okay? So back to this site for a moment. What I want to do here is choose the PNG file, so I'm gonna hit choose file. Then I'm going to go to my downloads, grab that PNG file, hit open, and then I'm just going to hit this little convert button. You can see it says PNG to SVG here, and then just hit convert. Another example of this in Photoshop, okay, so this would be like another example of the same thing, right, where it was kind of faded out. You make a new layer, you write draw here, right? And then you would go in with your brush, same thing, zoom in, and start to draw, right? Just another example of the same sort of thing. And then when you're done, you hide everything except for the black, You stay on that layer, you say File, Export, PNG. That's when you then, after you export it, you go to this website, you convert it, and then now it's converted for me. You see it says finished here. I'm going to hit download. Now that it downloaded, if I go to my downloads folder, there is that SVG file. Okay, so I'm back in Tinkercad now. So, in order to put this into Tinkercad, all you must do is create a new design. All right, so to do that, I'm going to hit Get Started here. Nope, I'm in the wrong spot, sorry. Let's go to Designs. So right here on the left-hand side where it says Designs, I'm going to hit Create, 3D Design. And you're going to get a screen that looks very much like this. What we want to do now is hit the Import button on the top right-hand side of our screen. And then it's going to ask you to choose the file here. So I'm going to hit Choose File, and then I'm going to go into my downloads and click that SVG file. Once I've done that, all I have to do is hit Open. It says import. Imported shape is larger than the Tinkercad workspace. That's fine. Down here, all it has us do is change this width and height. So what's in red here, right? So we got to make it less than this. I'm going to make it half of this or something. You know, I'll make it like 500. Let's just say, right? And I'm going to hit import. So give it a minute. You see it's working on the bottom left corner in the green here. It tells you it's putting it in. And this is what it looks like. It's still pretty big, but that's okay. You can just click on it now. And when you click on it, you can move it around. You can go to the corner, hold Shift on your keyboard, click and drag to resize. And then again, you can click anywhere on it and move it. You can use the scroll on your mouse to zoom in and out. If you right click on your mouse, you can rotate the panel as much as you want. From there, if you hit the arrow, you can lift it off the bed. If you want it back onto the bed, you just bring it back down with that same arrow. This box here, right underneath the arrow, will allow you to extend the depth of the actual piece, so you can make it thicker if you'd like. The other pieces that you see on the side we're going to get into in class, but basically you can take any of them, you can drag them on, or just click and it'll pop them on. And then you can take that piece and you can add it to your design, so that you can add it to your design in some way. You can drag it, pull it, and you can individually grab these pieces to make the keychain piece that you'd like. So you can increase. It's the same thing for each piece that you pull on there. You could just click and hold on them, drag, move them up and down, and then reposition them to create the piece that you want. When you're done with the entire project, you're going to select the entire thing. You're going to go to Export. When you go to Export, you're going to choose STL as your file. Once you do STL, it's going to export it, and that's going to also be exported back right here to your Downloads folder, and that's the one that you're going to hand in to me and put in your Period 8 folder so that I can actually print it from there. And then you'll come see me in terms of size. We'll get more into details about this program in class, but that's the basics to get you started and get the print that you want set up for you.